Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. So for this video presentation, me, Muhammad Alif with Muhamad Fauzi 2011323 and my partner, Muhammad Afiq Irfan bin Zulhanim 2013783 will present about the second lesson we learned in the class, which is the Foundry of the casting process. Okay, so for this experiment, we have decided to make the casting based on a toy car, and here are some of the apparatus that are needed to do the experiment, which is the toy car itself, the object, and then the cope and drag part to fill the sand, and then the melted aluminium, the tapered wooden bar, the parting powder, sticking bar, and the molding sand. This molding sand is actually a simple sand, but it is mixed with the oil. So for the steps, at first we just use the drag part of the box, and then we put the object inside the drag, and then we put some parting powder so it can help us to easier shape the sand later on. So and then we put the sand and we shape the sand according to the object. We can use our fingers to shape the sand. Also, we can use some ramming tools to get into the corners of the box. So and then we can use a striking bar to flatten the upper surface of the sand, so it can flatten the sand. And then after that, we just continue with the cope part of the box. Before we fill the cope part with the sand, we put a tapered wooden bar, which is used later for the path for the aluminium to fill into the part. So after put the wooden tapered bar, we just fill the sand into the coat part until it's full, and then we can circle the upper surface to flatten the sand, and then we can just add some vent holes for the air to escape later on when we put the hot melted aluminium. We just can use a simple stick and poke some holes at the surface of the sand. So next part, I will pass it to my partner to continue the presentation.
Okay, Assalamualaikum. So I will continue presenting about the casting process. So after we have fully filled the coat pipe, we just have to remove the tapered wooden block just by tap it gently and remove it. And now we can detach the cope and drag pipe. So at the drag pipe, we just have to remove the object that we have shaped, or we just have pattern. So when we remove the pipe, now we have to create a gate so that the melted aluminium can flow into it. So how to do this? We just have to take the edge of the pattern that we have made, just scoop it out outwards from the pattern, and after that the gate has been created. So after that we just scoop just a little bit so that it will create more space so the aluminium can flow a little bit easier from the space that we have created from the wooden block. So when we have created this, we can just attach back the cope and drag pipe, and now we can pour the melted aluminium. So before that, for the melting process of the aluminium, we have some safety precaution that we have to make sure of. So firstly, we have to wear our glove, our visor, and also our apron. This to prevent any harmful effects towards our body, because we are handling with really hot stuff here. So first we just have to put the aluminium into a bowl and we heat it up until it reaches the melting point. So when it reaches the melting point, it will become a liquid and we can easily pour into the space that we have created by using the tapered wooden block. So when the space is when the pattern is fully full by liquid aluminium, and now we can just let it cool, and after it cool, we just have to remove the sand and also the box. So this the outcome when we have removed the box. In this diagram, we have two cylinder object from the desired pattern initially. So we just have to cut it up, and now we have the desired pattern. So for our object, we just have one cylinder because we only use one tapered wooden block. So when we cut it out, we just have the desired object now. So I think that's all for our presentation. I hope you all you are watching can understand our presentation really well, and I hope you enjoy it. Thank you and bye bye. Assalamualaikum.